First, I'm joined by one of the country's foremost public intellectuals, editor of the Thuglak magazine and chairman of the Vivekananda International Foundation, strategic thinker, and of course, very respected journalist, Mr. Gurumurthy, S. Gurumurthy, sir. We are Bharat. Our constitution says we are Bharat. The question is, why change the name now? What is achieved? Is there a symbolic intent behind this? Mr. Gurumurthy.
You see, this idea of Bharat is not the creation of the constitution. It is the acceptance by the constitution of the ancientness of our civilization. Airavatam Mahadevan, who is probably the greatest authority on Indus Valley scripts and seals, he has interpreted the Indus Valley seal as meaning Bharat. It connects us to the Indus Valley civilization. It connects us to the Bhagavat, Mahabharat, all the Puranas. They not only describe the name Bharat as Bharatavarsha, it also describes the geography of Bharat. All the Puranas. There is no country in the world whose geography and people have been defined thousands of years ago. It says in the north it is Himalayas, in the south it is the seas, in the west it is the Yavanas, and in the east it is Kiradas, and the geography that lies in between these four distinct borders is Bharatavarsha, and the people who reside in it are Bharatiyas. I don't think any country, any geography in the world has this kind of accurate description thousands of years ago about not only this country, but also the people. And Brahmanda Purana describes that these people who reside here, they believe in karma and rebirth. And they are a mysterious people. Can anyone describe India better? That we are such mysteriously diverse people. And for 2,000, 3,000 years, that continuity is there. That is what the Constitution incorporated when it added the word Bharat. You may ask why they didn't use the word Bharat exclusively. You know, those were the days when India was known throughout the world as India. And to bring Bharat and make the world understand would take years. Communication was not like what it is today. So they wanted to keep that popular known name along with the traditional civilizational name, thinking that one day our people will be able to adopt the civilizational name. Otherwise, they would have used only by India. Why did they add the civilizational identity? Because it was not immediately possible to use the civilizational identity. Because in those days, you know how difficult it is to communicate. Correct. That is why they perhaps retained the word India. Otherwise, it would have been only Bharat.
Now that this debate has started, Mr. Gurumurthy, allow me.
Yes.
Now this debate has started, one must be frank about the situation. And the leaders of the I.N.D.I.A. alliance should not take it personally. And I know this will be controversial, what I am about to say. But the construct India, the word India is a foreign name. It is a Greek-Persian name. The Persians referred to people who were living in the subcontinent, right? And they referred to the area as Sindhu. The Greeks took the name Hind from the Persians. The Persians called the area Hind and Sindhu. And then the British came in, It was before loosely translated as Indus. And then the British started referring to it as India. So the roots, the etymological roots of the word India are Persian, Greek and British. Bharat is Sanskrit. We have to decide now. Do we take a Greek, Persian, British construct of defining our name, or do we take a Bharatiya construct, a culturally Bharatiya construct of our name? I think that's the way I look at it. Am I overstating the case? Mr. Gurumurthy, what's your take?
Not at all. Not at all. See, the word India is at best a geographic description of people who wanted to identify
Correct.
how to go to India, what is India, which is the neighborhood of India. It is along the Indus
Right.
River, but it is not a civilizational name. That is why the Constitution had a geographic name along with the civilizational name. It is not that India was a civilizational name. It is no identity. That is why in the Constitution, signed by all the Constituent Assembly members, described India only as Bharat. So, to say that the idea of Bharat is something different is to be afraid of our civilization. And this Bharata Varsha
Well said,
is
sir.
something which everybody
That is the
talks.
point. People,
Whenever there is a
that is-
function,
that-
we say Bharata Varsha, Bharata Kande. This is in every house, in
yes,
every function, in every temple,
correct,
on every occasion.
correct. Yes. I think, first of all, I thank you for your time and for setting the context to this discussion, Mr. Gurumurthy. I will now proceed with a political debate on the subject, which I will keep you out of. But on behalf of all our viewers, thank you for sharing your thoughts on the subject. Mr. Gurumurthy, thank you very much for opening the debate.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'd like to now open up